Hi there! Today we're going to meet the freestanding alphabet and place card letters. These are so quick and easy to make. Do you ever wish you could make stand-up letters and it wasn't hard? Well, this project is for you. We're turning plain cardstock into bold, freestanding letters that can double as place cards. Decorate them with pretty papers, spell out words, or personalize them with names for a party. Just a few cuts and folds, and you'll have a project that's quick, fun, and guaranteed to impress people. These files let you create giant letters that actually stand on their own. You can decorate them with your favorite papers and colors to make eye-catching initials, monograms, or even spell out a whole word across a shelf or a party table. So with that in mind, let's get started. But first, if you're enjoying these videos, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit that little bell icon so you get notified of all the good things coming up. Oh boy, these are so easy to make, you're going to be a bit insulted that I'm giving you directions. But here we go. So please lay out all your supplies and make sure that you have all the pieces and that they fit where you expect them to go. You're going to need a bone folder and some adhesive. Use the adhesive of your choice. I just leave these out here to give you some ideas. To make the letter, you'll see it comes in two pieces, and one is larger and has two sets of score lines, and the other is smaller and has one set of score lines. And we're just going to fold those score lines on the bigger piece to start with. Use a bone folder to burnish down your folds, and that makes them crisper. We're making these letters in two pieces because that allows you to make them so much bigger. And I'll show you more about that in a couple of minutes. Now, these little flaps at the tops of the letters are where you're going to apply adhesive, and they are going to fold over onto the back piece. Now take the back piece and lay it right on top of the front piece, and then fold those flaps over so they're perfectly aligned. By folding the front piece over top of the back piece, you won't get any of the back piece popping up and maybe showing that there's a seam there. Flip the letter over and burnish down the folds. Now we're going to do the tabs at the bottom. And this is how it's going together. We're going to fold the front flap over the back flap. So again, you shouldn't see any seams along the front of the letter. Apply the adhesive here. So just go ahead, apply the adhesive, overlap the base flaps, and there you have it. Okay, your letter's made. Very nice. Now let's put on the onlay, and it's an N, so I chose musical notes. And you're just going to apply adhesive and pop that on there. And then we're going to make it into a place card. So I've done a print and cut name tag. We're going to apply the adhesive here, and we're going to adhere the letter standing up to the base panel right at the back, and it should be nice and centered. You shouldn't have problems with that. And then all you have to do is adhere the name to the base plate, just like that. Then it's all done. Now, it can't be much easier than that, right? But first, let me give you some tips. If you want to mail your little creation, I have a solution for you. If you want to mail it flat, you can mail it in a box, but it might cost you more. What I like to do is keep that top flap open and just apply a little adhesive to it so that when the place card arrives at its destination, you can just remove the release paper and adhere the letter together. It's a pretty good solution. A fun thing to do with these letters is when you make them big enough, you can fit a flameless tea light inside them. It just makes them a little more fun at night. And how do we do that? Well, let me show you in the Silhouette Studio. Then we'll look at it in the Cricut software. The letter should look approximately like this when you load it into the Silhouette Studio. We're not going to use the place card, so we're going to move it over to the side. So we need to select the whole image, so we're going to rubber band around all the pieces because we want them to change size at the same time. You'll see the letter pieces add up to 10 inches. Now let's expand our view so we can see the area around the mat a little better. So just press Alt and scroll. That will allow you to see more of the area around the mat because we're going to stretch this outside the mat. But don't worry because we split this into two later. So we're going to move it up and we're going to pull out that corner and all the pieces are going to pull at the same time. And we're going to check over on the left to see what height we've got. And I don't know, let's go to about 18. I'm not too worried about the size, I just want to make it big. But if you have a plan, then you might want to pay attention to the size. Once you have everything to the size you want, then just separate out those pieces and cut them as you normally would. And assemble them like you would the smaller version that we looked at earlier in this tutorial. Did you know that you can pick up my designs as SVG files from the Silhouette store and use them on the Cricut? Just upload the design as you normally would upload your designs and put it on the cutting mat. And when you highlight it, you'll be able to see that the grouped image has an overall size of 12.99 inches high. Well, let's ungroup that. So again, we're not going to use the place card, so let's just delete them. You can't move them off to the side in this software, at least that I figured out. So rubber band select them and grab the corner and start pulling out and pull the handle out until you have the size you want. And sometimes you might have to go down into that left corner and zoom out so that you're seeing more of the canvas. Once you have it to the size you want, simply press Make. Now, because I'm a silhouette person originally, I have this habit of rearranging things when I make them and then sending them to be cut. So save your project and follow through with giving it a name and putting it in a collection, and then you can cut. And that is how I made this display, by changing the sizes of all the letters. The J is about 6 inches tall, if that helps you get an idea how big this is. I thought this was really fun and it would look great on a mantle. But if you were going to a birthday party, you could do somebody's name or a baby shower, or just use paper that is appropriate for the event that you're going to. So I hope you like these little letters and you find lots of uses for them. I'm sure you will. They are just so quick and easy to make that you'll have no excuse for creating something cool for somebody. Thanks for watching. See you in the next lesson. Bye for now.